Hi, I'm Nicole. I am the president of Alpha Sigma Alpha.
Hi, I'm Sydney, and I'm the Vice President of Alumni and Heritage of Alpha Sigma Alpha.
Okay. My first question is, what does ASA stand for?
Our open motto is aspire, seek, attain. And then there's like Greek or some kind of closed motto that's also associated with that.
When was ASA founded?
1901.
Yeah.
Longwood University in
Pennsylvania.
yeah.
How long has ASA been on the MU campus?
Almost 20 years.
1998 was when our charter thing was
It'll be 19 in the spring.
established. Yeah.
In March.
Is your organization just specific to Muskingum, or does it have organizations in other universities?
We have organizations everywhere.
Yeah, it's a national sorority, so there's one more chapter in Ohio, which is Capital. My sister actually is an Alpha Sigma Alpha at Capital, so I think that's pretty cool. And then there's a whole bunch of chapters all across the United States. Yeah.
How many members does your organization have?
Currently, we have 55, and then we'll have one senior graduate this semester, and then 9 graduate in the spring.
Does your organization have a mascot or anything that?
We sure
yeah.
do.
Yeah, but it's a ladybug. Her name's Dot.
Dot Ladybug. What are your colors of the organization?
Red, white, gold, and green.
Who is your president and vice president?
I'm the president, and then we have 4 vice presidents. The technical, we just got new exec board, so I'm the new president, and then there's a second in command vice president, and that's Maria Thurston, the vice president of programming and ritual. Vice president of PR and recruitment is Julia Langan. She's vice president of Alumni and Heritage. Who is vice president of membership education is Allison Summers. And I think that's all the vice presidents. Yeah.
Does your organization participate in any community service on or off campus? And if so, what are those?
I mean, we do all kinds of stuff. It's more we do it on and off campus, but the girls are allowed to kind of just do whatever they want. And we do group things, and a lot of that's just at the house or campus cleanup.
Yeah, we have national partners. We partner with the Special Olympics, Girls on the Run, S. Gene Smith Center, and the Alpha Sigma Alpha Foundation, and those are just national organizations that help us have more volunteer opportunities, and that's across our sorority nationally. So every sorority will have affiliations. Well, every Alpha Sigma Alpha chapter will have affiliations with those partners.
Gotcha. What events do you guys host on campus?
Yeah, we did hippos and hotcakes with Kappa Sig. A couple years ago we did a yoga, and I think we did it last semester too. We've done that a couple times.
We did pancakes with the Pan House. We did that with Theta.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we really have a whole lot of annual events, but every semester the social chair figures out how to do different events with us and other organizations. We had a Harry Potter party, that was fun. Yeah.
What is your favorite part of being in a sorority?
I love getting to meet people who I never would have come in contact otherwise, and have those close relationships with those people who I just wouldn't have known. I live in a house with 5 other girls in my sorority, and I really never would have met them or become friends with them without being in the sorority, and I love it. They're great people, and they accept me, and I like that,
Yeah. The friendships I've made definitely is one of the best parts of being in a sorority. I've found people that I'm probably gonna have at my wedding, and they're gonna be my friends for the rest of my life. So
I also like seeing people who maybe aren't so super involved on campus or just kind of like more shy, but then once they join a sorority, you can see them blossom. I love seeing those people like just break out of their shell and like really have like leadership positions and like just like be passionate about the sorority when they were kind of just reserved before, which is fine, but like they really just like blossom in being in our sorority, and I love that. Yeah.
What do you think is the most challenging part of being in a sorority?
I did recruitment last year, and well, this past fall, and that was a little rough. But of course, if you have a group of 50 plus girls in a sorority, there is going to be some drama.
Yeah.
So that is a little bit challenging at points. But we love each other regardless, and just like basic planning things. It's really not that hard, but it's still kind of a pain in the butt sometimes.
What is the best memory you've made in the sorority?
Bid day is always my favorite day of the year. I love it so much, and just like the little things. Bid day always sticks out in my mind because you go crazy, but there's like pretty much all of my favorite memories on campus have somewhat to do with my sorority or girls in my sorority, so.
I mean, mine was like rushing that hill. Like, it was like the best moment, and like, I just felt so welcome right when I ran up to the girls, so.
Yeah, I got to shirt you, it was great.
Do you guys have any advisors for your organization, like professors here on campus or alumni from past years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shelly Zalay is our faculty advisor, and then Amber Gump is one of our advisors. She works in the student life services, not student life, but she works in that kind of department. I'm not exactly sure what her title is, but she was one of the founding members of Alpha Sigma Alpha at Muskingum, so she's one of our advisors. And then we have an alumni advisor, Alyssa Lostetter, and she graduated probably like 5 years back. And then we have a couple of various other advisors nationally and locally.
Okay, and then my last question is, there could be a lot of negative words towards sororities and fraternities. If you had any advice to change people's minds about that, what do you think that would be?
I definitely think Greek life at Muskingum in particular is a lot different than like your typical Greek life view. I have friends in every organization, and just in general, the people who you find involved and a integral part of the campus here are generally in Greek life, so I think that's really cool. But I